Hello, everybody. We're once again speaking with another S.E.G.A member, Gerard Parker.
Okay.
I'm going to sit here and ask you a few questions about what your deal with the S.E.G.A club is right now.
All right, sure.
So, how did you first get into the S.E.G.A?
Well, I guess when I first got into it, when I first started coming here, when my brothers needed a place, to hang out and stuff. That's where I met Derek, also known as Twitch. First we started playing around cards, and then I started getting into the club itself. I would hang in here, but it probably would be like it would take another semester or a year until I actually fully joined in the club.
Well, last semester was my first semester, and I was a new student, so I didn't really know anybody. So my friends recommended me to this club, and I joined, and I got to know a lot of people, and that's how I'm still in this club.
Preferably, what is your favorite system of choice?
Preferably, well, I'm always been the Nintendo side of games, so Wii, but I'm also for the PS3 as well. Well, when it comes to handhelds, definitely Nintendo, of course.
I love the PS3. I just really love their exclusives. It's just a lot better.
Also, how do you see this compared with other clubs?
I see this club. This club seems to be one of the biggest as far as I've seen so far. It really amazes me because I've never been part of a club that's like this big. So it's still taking some getting used to.
I'm sure probably like everyone else, this is my first time actually being in a club like this. It's pretty diverse, I would say. Don't just Not just simple gaming. We also get involved in other stuff. So I think that's pretty cool.
Right, and what would you like, in terms of like changes in this?
Changes.
What would you like to see?
Oh, I guess maybe I guess a little bit more diversity in games. Because for one thing, of course it's the Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360. Occasionally Wes would bring the GameCube. I like to see more variety in game, like in older games. Like for me, much as I love newer games, I love to play older games. Like for my emulators, I got a Super Nintendo one. I got one for arcade fighter games from the '90s, early '80s, stuff like that. Because like I said, I like old school stuff.
Same here. I was also personally thinking about bringing in my old PlayStation before it died,
Ah,
but yeah, well, you might see that here one day.
yeah, lucky you. I didn't have a PlayStation when I was growing up.
That's but hey, at least you had something. There's one thing I also personally would like to see bring in. Like I said, a Dreamcast. I would like to see a second Genesis come in. Well, how would you feel about
Oh
that?
God, someone bringing a Sega Genesis, that would actually be kind of awesome.
There were emulators for that.
Yeah, emulators, but nothing actually beats the actual system.
That's a good point, and that's
I mean, yeah, sure, with emulators you can able to claim, but I guess it's not exactly the same as having the actual system.
A bigger room because since we got more members, that I've been having trouble getting in and out the room. This club has gotten really popular, so we need a little better accommodations.
right. And also for game in terms of gaming, what other games would you like to see played in this club?
Let's see what other games do I like to see played. I think we got I think we got fair variety because Twitch likes to bring in a lot of different games, but I like to see a little bit more classics because I try to bring in my emulators with some classic games on there for everyone to play, and I like to see a lot more four player multiplayer because those are like hectic and they're really fun to play.
Also, genre-wise, what would you like to see?
Genre wise, I'm feeling we surprisingly like a lot of shooters in here. Third and first. I like to see some more Rainbow Six. I do see Call of Duty in here, but you don't really see Rainbow Six that often. And the thing about it, I'm kind of on the fence about buying it, so I like to see someone play it before I buy it. So
I understand. I understand. Personally, I would like to see some different variety of games myself. I'm a big racing fan, so I'd like to see more driving and racing games myself. But who knows? Who
yeah,
knows? We might.
because most racing you only see in here. Don't get me wrong, I love Mario Kart, but could use a little bit more than other than Mario Kart. Like some, I don't know. I like to see some Burnout.
Love Burnout.
Yes.
I'm a Gran Tur- I'm a Gran Turismo gearhead myself, so I would mostly try to bring more stuff like that in.
I would like to see more tournaments, I guess. Maybe racing games, a couple of shooters. Usually do fighting games, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of the other stuff.
That sounds pretty good, and that's all the questions I had to ask for today. And Thank you very much for your time, Gerard.
You are welcome.
That's it for the questions. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.